What's up, healers? Marina Simone in the house. I feel like I haven't been live in forever, and I'm so pumped because it's been a hot minute. I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this in all the groups. Why? Because I want to make sure everybody knows that I am live. What's up? Oh, do y'all know it's my birthday? It's my birthday. Today is my birthday. Is my birthday. So go ahead, feel free and drop happy birthday in the comments. Make me feel super special. I gotta say though, like my DMs are blowing up, and I'm so grateful for all the love. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. I just have to tell you guys, like, literally when I think about when I first got started in network marketing back in 2011, 2012, like when I first got started, never in a million years would I imagine that I would have an inbox flooded with humans telling me happy birthday. And I'm literally like, honestly, this gratitude has just come over me in so many ways. I'm just so grateful to be here. For those of you that supported me for being on the most powerful women in network marketing stage, like, thank you so much. Like, oh my God, I almost pooped myself. Let's just talk about that for a second, okay? Now, we won the spot to be on the stage. Let's just put that out there, healers. All right. But I had to tell you, like, I was so nervous. I called my mom before I got on stage so she could pray with me. So we prayed before I went on stage. And then Shane Swaney, I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he is an incredible hypnotherapist, sent me this amazing hypnosis that I listened to before I went on stage. So big shout out to Shane. Love you so much. So grateful for you. And then I had like all my besties there. All my besties, Veronica Yasmin, Bryn Lang, Michelle Barnes was there, Sarah Zalecki was there. Oh my God, I'm going to forget names. Michelle Cunningham was there. Jen Coop was there. Amber Voigt was there. I mean, just incredible humans. And I'm sure I forgot a name. Veronica Alice was there. I don't want to forget anybody, but just so many people that were supporting me. And I got to tell you guys, like, I haven't been that nervous in a hot minute. And that's how I know that I was growing and I am growing and I'm saying yes to the things to take me to the next level. Because when you feel that nervous Nelly, I'm going to poop myself, I'm going to throw up feeling, that's good stuff. That means we're moving you to the next level. So do me a favor and drop next level in the comments if you're like, this is my year to go next level. Okay. So as always, if you share this, share it in the comments because we give away swag all the time. And I can tell that like it's going to get super dark up in here. Well, hopefully it doesn't get too dark. Let me see. Can I fix my camera while I'm on with you guys? Let's see. I think I can. Let's brighten this up. Exposure level. Oh, no, I look pink when I do that. Brightness. We'll go with that. That looks good. All right. So I'm excited to bring you some information from Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing that really stood out to me about branding. And remember, tonight I'm going to keep you about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's it. That's how we roll on Sip and Slay Marketing. I show up every single Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, except last Tuesday because I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I will tell you, though, there's some really cool shows in Vegas. I'm just going to leave that there. We had some fun for my birthday. Okay. So, 15 minutes. Let's get into the good, shall we? Because we're going to use this for YouTube. So let's start the YouTube video here. How can you brand you as a network marketer with your story? How many of you don't know your story? Drop story in the comments. If you're like, I don't know what my story is. I don't know what story I should be telling. This is a problem with network marketers today, especially when it comes to social media. You don't know your story because you're always selling a product instead of telling a story. So when I remember back to when I first got started in network marketing, right? The story that was told to me, I connected to. I connected to the story of you can make some extra money as a single mom without working more overtime, literally with this little supplement. That story I related to, right? But then when I think about how excited I got and the story I started telling, the story that I was telling when I was trying to recruit or when I was trying to sell the product was not my story. It wasn't my story. It was the product story or the company story. And what happens is that, and what I realized and what I had a tendency of doing is I would tell that story so many times that I was spitting out facts, 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 facts. I was never telling a story that someone could relate to. So what happens was I was spitting all these facts and literally this was like me, right? I was this is me and this is the person I was talking to, right? And I was like, "Oh my god, you don't understand. You can make all this money. Network marketing, you don't know what network marketing is. You haven't heard about this supplement. You're going to die without this supplement. This supplement does this and 80% of people that don't take the supplement, blah, 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 blah." That was me. And so what was happening to these people? They were like, "What the heck is wrong with this chick?" And they were like, "Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to be like her. I don't want to sell like her. I can't sell things to people." Like they were uncomfortable because I was all up in their face. I wasn't listening. I wasn't telling a story. I was literally like all up in their face, like, "Hey, come buy my stuff. This is why you better do this." What do you mean you don't like network marketing? What do you mean it's a pyramid scheme? And I get like super defensive, right? Okay. So I did that for 2 years and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. Like, why wasn't my recruiting working? Why wasn't my selling working? Well, because you were annoying, Marina. Super annoying, if I might add. Okay. I shared on the stage at Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing the message that I was actually sending out in Facebook Messenger back in 2012. I think it was March 3rd or March 4th that I literally started sending out the message. And I was like, "Hey, Wendy, you have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends and you could make a lot of money with this supplement that I'm selling. You should definitely check it out." Link. Now, maybe you're not sending a message quite as spammy as I did. But when you're approaching somebody in conversation, are you telling a story or are you selling facts? I want you to think about that for a second. The story is what truly sells someone and not the facts. But we have this tendency of literally getting caught up in facts. And so we're repelling these people. So I want you to remember something that I learned that I heard Lisa Nichols say was your story is your fingerprint, and your fingerprint builds loyalty. Okay? So your story is your fingerprint. So when you go to jail, they take your fingerprints, right? That's how you're known. You're known by your fingerprint. So think about that for a second. What story is your fingerprint? Are you making your company story your fingerprint? Are you making your product story your fingerprint? Are you making your upline story your fingerprint? If so, that's a problem. Okay. Because your fingerprint is what's going to build loyalty. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. I see you. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to get all the goods out for you guys in 15 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes or less. So if your story attracts people, it also repels people. It's okay that it repels people. Keep that in mind. I told a story on stage about my father molesting me, about my ex murdering two people in front of me on stage, not on stage, but on stage. I told this story. And I told the story of how I went to jail and how I used to dance on bars. Do you think I repelled people with at least one of those stories? I'm sure. Do I care? No. Because what happened on the other side of that was my story was heard by the people or the person, the one person that needed to hear it. So that fingerprint that I left on May 5th on that MPW stage was meant for someone else. And that fingerprint builds loyalty with those that have felt the same way or been through the same things that I have. Okay. And the way I use that story was to teach how network marketers don't have to have influence in order to have a successful business. And so I weave that story in. So here's what I want you to ask yourself with your story. Okay. One, is the story you're telling relatable or is it factual? Is it relatable or is it factual? I don't even know if that's a word. Factual? Is that a word? Factual? Eh. Are you telling too many facts? If everything you're saying when words are coming out of your mouth to humans is about what your product does and the weight that you lost or the happy pill or the happy juice or whatever, if that's all you talk about, you're missing the mark. Your story should be relatable. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, is it a monologue or is it a dialogue? Is it a monologue, meaning where you're doing all the talking, or is it a dialogue where your story ends with a question and it brings your prospect or your lead in to lean in a little bit more, to want to hear a little bit more, to tell their part of the story? Because if it's a monologue, it's like when I was over here and I'm like, and this person's like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's weird. I don't want to listen to her. She's a weirdo. Like, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to sound like that. Right? Think about, is it relatable? And is it a dialogue or is it a monologue? Now, I know this. Look, I remember there was a time when I thought my story just didn't matter. And I know some of you are like, I don't have like this crazy story. Your experience, a small experience, is a story. I tell my network marketing on demand students all the time, listen, experience will bring you influence. No matter how big or how small you think that experience was, someone can relate to it and you can build a story around a moment. You can build a story around a moment. And that's what I did when I first got started. I chose a moment. Missing my daughter take her first steps because I was chained to a cubicle. I took that moment and made a story about why I chose to take a chance with network marketing. I wasn't ready to tell the big stories yet. I wasn't ready to tell any of those stories. So I had a moment that I found that I made a story around. Now I'm going to blow your mind, okay? You can even take that story, that experience, and you can let that create a course or a program that you make extra money off of. I'm not talking about your network marketing business. I'm talking about creating a brand and course around a moment or experience. Any of you mind blown right now? Any of you mind blown? Drop the mind blown emoji in the comment section. I can guarantee you that right now you are thinking in your head, no way. That could not be me. I could never create a program. No one cares of what my experiences are. Drop a one if that's what you're thinking. Drop a one if you're thinking that. If you're not thinking that and you're like, ooh, I'm leaning a little bit more, I want to create my own first program, I want you to drop a two in the comments. If you're like, ooh, I'm interested. Okay, listen up really quickly. I have branded over 500 network marketing students personally, and I've helped thousands build a profitable online course with no idea of what that program was going to be. So I need you to listen up for a second, okay? I am doing something that I've never done before. All right. And what's today? May 9th, because it's my birthday. May 11th, the early bird doors are going to open. Early bird, so $50 off. What I'm doing is I'm going to help network marketers figure out their story, their brand, and launch their first profitable program online in just 60 days. It's called the Brand from Home Accelerator. Now, this isn't for everybody. I'm going to make this super clear. This is not for everybody. But here's why I did this. When I first built my first course in 2017, I spent $30,000. $30,000 on how to learn how to create a course, sell a course, launch a course, and how to make a webinar. 30 grand. And I emptied out my savings account in order to figure this out. And here's what I learned in 2017. I failed. Here's what I learned though. That I didn't need to spend $30,000 first off. That was the first thing I learned. But I didn't know, right? Like there's so many people to learn from. There's so many things to learn from, like all this stuff, right? So I was like, dude, freaking 30 grand, like insane. And so here I am now, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 6 years later, multiple seven-figure brand. I've helped other people build seven-figure brands, multiple six-figure brands, launch courses. And I'm like, I know right now that network marketers need a way to monetize their story while they're building their network marketing residual income. Yes or yes, right? Yes or yes. And so I decided Brand from Home Accelerator is going to be specifically for those that have busy lives, that are still building their network marketing companies, that would love to build their first course in 60 days. So I'm going to teach you in 60 days how to create, launch, and sell your first program while building your network marketing business in 60 days. Okay. So May 23rd, this program is going to start. May 23rd. May 23rd. So mark that down. May 23rd is when it starts and the 60 days begin. I will open the doors with the $50 off price May 11th. So if you're like, I want to be on the wait list, drop the word brand. Just put brand in the comments and we'll reach out to you with the link. It's just Brand from Home, or you can just go to the link. Here it is right here. brandfromhome.com, or just drop in the comments the word brand and my bot will reach out to you with the link. So this way you can get on the wait list. And what's really cool is that this is going to be a done with you program. Okay. So this is not like, oh my God, you're going to watch this and then you figure it out. We're going to be doing this for 60 days together. 60 days together. And I'm going to tell you right now, the original price is $397, but you have a $50 off link when you get on the wait list. So it'll be $347. There's payment plans for those of you, but I made this less than $500 and I paid $30,000 to learn this information. Okay. I did it because I wanted this to be affordable. And so let's get this created and launched and selling in 60 days from May 23rd. Okay. So if you're like, oh my gosh, like I know people that need this. There's so many different freaking things out there. Like, how do we do this? How do I do this with no influence? That's exactly what this is going to be. If you have never built an online course before, if you don't know where to start, if you're tired of like looking for thousands of, different ways to do it, and you want to do it the same way I do it, because my formula works, y'all. Let's just say my formula works. And you're ready to work. Don't be like coming over here thinking like we're doing this for you. We're doing this together and you got to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. All right. So get your butts on the wait list. Share this with a friend. I'm excited to see who gets into this amazing, oh, hi. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. Who gets into this amazing brand from home accelerator? Because I will tell you right now, accelerator, keyword accelerator. We're going to do this fast. Okay. You will need about an hour and a half a week, to put towards this. 1 hour and 30 minutes a week to put towards this. Now, I would say if you could put in more, but I'm going to make this like this. Okay. That's how we're going to do this. I'm going to help you get it out there and get it launched. And guess what? You can wash, rinse, repeat this method over and over again to build as many courses as you want. If you are in network marketing on demand, do not buy this program. You get this program for free if you are in network marketing on demand. If you're like, I don't know what that is, that's not you. If you're like, I am in network marketing on demand, don't buy it. All right, I love you guys. I have to go spend time with my family on my birthday. I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to see y'all inside the program. Peace.